it's different because your guys are going to be the only guys that will see that today. Okay, you're very lucky in that sense. We're opening the door for you guys today, so you can get our special thing that we've set up especially for Patrick. But you'll see that at the end. So I hope you're going to stay till the end. Are we good to go, Patrick?
Yeah. The only thing about I want people to hope they're going to stay at the end, because you've been gracious enough to give everybody that's here 3 specific bonuses that are worth almost $1,900 that are going to be revealed at the end, 100% free, for those that stay to the end to get those bonuses. And I went through the list of bonuses that you shared with us, and I think the 3 that we picked for everybody are relevant to what we do.
Right.
So they're going to be very relevant to in helping our businesses, increase along the way, along with, the product that you guys have here. And the one question that people were asking me before is, this is incorporating AI, right? It seems like we have to answer that question at the very beginning now.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it says on the title slide here, it's powered by ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you how this works with this. And again, I want to stress, guys, yes, stay till the end, because we're going to have some additional bonuses to whatever I'm going to show you. And Patrick will show you those bonuses and where exactly to go. But this is going to be different from anything else that you've seen before. In terms of, we're just not selling a system. We're selling a strategy with the system that you guys can actually incorporate straight away in your business. Okay. How can I say that? I've got an inner circle group myself, and we've opened this up to the inner circle group like a couple of months ago. They've been working at it, and they are getting quite some good results with it. So that's why. The other thing is, my wife is a realtor. All right. She used to be very active in this space. She's called Kimberly Devries. And I'm going to tell you her story and what she's done using the tools and the strategies that we found out, we stumbled upon, so to say. And we said, hey, this we need to, we need to share with the world. So if you're good, Patrick, I'm ready to go.
Let's rock and roll.
And I'll go through the first part quickly, because I can still see that people are coming in. Most of the times it's very good that you guys know, hey, who's talking to me, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you how to master a proven mobile conversion system powered by ChatGPT. Okay, you can create this within minutes, and you don't need any technical skills, products, followers, or email lists. Now, that's a big claim, right? So how to earn a monthly income with a big mobile shift happening right now, grow your followers with impact. If you stay till the end, you will get some great bonuses. So make sure you go there. Just to give you a little background of where I'm coming from. So I was actually in my previous life, I started as an auditor, as an accountant, and I made my way up in the corporate world. I was CEO of this mining conglomerate. I was CFO of a stock listed company in the Netherlands. That's where my accent comes from. I'm actually Dutch. And I was so fed up with the corporate world. I wanted to do something different. And then I went into the SaaS business, software as a service. So we launched a couple of platforms, just like we're doing tomorrow with the Klick Tree app, which is part of the ClickX suite. It's part of the ClickX suite. So we're actually producing SaaS softwares for small and medium enterprises that want to have a leverage. I'm also author of this book called The Golden Followers, Turning Influence to Gold. But because what I've seen in the market is that, especially when you have followers, when you have a list, there are so many ways that you can monetize your list or your followers. So I wrote a book about it. It's 35 plus income methods revealed to monetize your followers. My objective, guys, today is to help local businesses, owners, coaches, consultants, influencers, and agencies to multiply their profit with marketing tools, education, and coaching. And I believe that tools is not the only thing that you need. You really need the strategies behind it, as I said at the beginning. So just imagine if you could turn 1 out of 2 convertible leads into profit. And why do I say convertible leads? Because some leads are coming to your site not even interested in what you have to offer. That's not a convertible lead, right? So what if you could turn 1 out of 2 leads into profits? That's actually what my wife had done. But how did we get there, right? If you get 1 out of 2 leads, just imagine what you can do with those leads, right? If you pay for leads, converting quite a bit of people that you are getting to your pages is, opens you up for unlimited traffic. Okay. So, but how do we get there, right? We had to open up our mindset. And now I'm going to show you something particularly Dutch. And it's, how could you cross 100 kilometers or 62 miles an hour while speed skating? Speed skating is a very big thing in the Netherlands. And it's something that the people really love. And they actually said this couldn't be done, right? Passing the 100 kilometers an hour while speed skating couldn't be done. And then I saw a post, hey, it was done. It's like, what? That can't be. And then I actually went to, it was a Red Bull challenge. And Kjeld Nuis, who's actually a Dutch speed skater, he did it. And I can show you how, okay? Just gonna play this video. Here we go. Here is Kjeld speed skating, and he's crossing the 100 kilometers an hour, and he did it right now, and then he's like done, right? So now, once I looked at this, it's like, hang on a minute, that's not fair, right? He's having a windbreaker here, right? I don't know if you guys can see it. Give me a 1 in the box if you guys just saw that video, because sometimes, bit rates and speed, right? So you can actually see how the windbreaker helped him to get across the 100 kilometers an hour, right? Now, I back in the day, which is about a decade ago, I followed this guy. This guy is called Sam Becker, right? And he was like, hey, I just launched a product and I did $100,000 in a week. And it's like, what? So I want to understand how this guy did it. So I looked at his stats, and he's like, okay, top 1% of the affiliates. He did 174,000 sales as an affiliate and 64,000 as a seller himself. So I followed him. I said, oh, well, actually, we can do this too. So I said to my wife, and we were back in the Netherlands those days, we're now in the US. Let's do the same thing that he has done, right? So we created our product. It was called Video Tree System, which is actually nearly a decade ago. And here's where you can see my wife on the video. We said, okay, we're going to launch this product. We're going to sign up for an affiliate website, and let's see what we can do. So we were looking to launch the product, and we launched this product, and we were so excited, and we got 10,000 worth of revenue in that week. Now, for some would say, hey, that's a good thing, right? But we were expecting like 100,000 instead of 10. So we were like at a 10% mark, right? So it's like, what did we do wrong? Why can't we get to either 100 kilometers an hour or the $100,000 a week? How can we find that windbreaker, right? So we thought, okay, we bombed this launch. So what are we going to do? We got to implement new strategies. We have to use a windbreaker model. We have to reduce resistance. Do you guys get that? We gotta reduce the resistance that we are finding. So what is the resistance that we found out? So what changed, right? Well, we found that time is the resistance. We put so much time into building offers and to get to bring those offers to the market that, before you bring it to the offer to the market, your competition is right in front of you, and that what you thought was a new innovative idea, right? And you're starting to market it, and then, someone else goes off with the traffic, right? Now you got to capture those emails and send them multiple offers in order to get there. Now we got that answer. Okay, so we got to bring offers very quickly to the market, and that's what we've done, guys. We've done multiple software launches where we crossed the $100,000, and this is not even the most recent screen print, but some of our last ones did 107, 87, and Flix's even, I think it's now at 200,000. So, we've been around the block, and now it's like, how can we use this to help other people, right? Now, this is this is not to brag, guys. This is just to tell you, listen, we've been around, all right? So this is on the JVZoo platform. We got mentioned in the JVZoo Superheroes book that you can get from their site. And we've been mentioned as top sellers multiple times on the JVZoo platform. And also the application that we're launching tomorrow is going to be on their platform because we love these guys. And they help us out every time we launch a product. Now, the question is that we asked ourselves, can we do the same thing? Because it's like, hey, yeah, you've been there in there for 10 years, but I have not. So how do I use, right? How do I use a system that I can just build from scratch? So about, what is it, 2023? Well, about 2020, we immigrated back to the US, and we thought, okay, we're going to be in another market, in another country, right? We went from the Netherlands to the US. My wife stayed in the Netherlands for 5 years, and I immigrated for the first time into the US. Let's see if we can build something from scratch. And my wife actually left real estate. She said, so, I'm going to get my real estate license, and let's see if we can build a business around that. Just to show you, hey, here's my permanent residence. I immigrated in 2020, and I get my first bank account. So basically, first being able to operate this business from January 2021, right? So I became a resident in October. I had my driver's license in January 21. Well, you need a driver's license to open a bank account, and now we're ready to set, right? So Kimberly finished her real estate license and is like, okay, I'm going to join Berkshire Hathaway, which probably you guys know. It's a big brokerage. And I'm going to sign up with these guys, and I'm going to see if I can, sell some houses for people and help them to buy houses. Now, the key question is, how can we jump in front of the established competition? I told you, the speed is of essence in every market, not only just the SaaS market, but in every market. And how can we establish, how can we jump in front of the competition towards a client that we didn't know yet, right? Because she went into the real estate market. We don't know anyone. We don't have an SOI. This is a sphere of influence. That's a term that they use a lot in real estate, but it's actually followers, right? Dan says, nice. Wife is in the realtor business, I guess. Awesome. So she will definitely relate, right? So we thought, okay, we need a system that generates leads fast and converts them fast. Okay, we have to step into, in front of the competition if we want to make this work, and not just, take a part-time job and do a real estate part-time. No, let's jump in with 2 feet and let's do this and see if we can master this business. So we wanted to set ourselves up for success, right? So what do you do in real estate or any type of business? We had to focus on who do we serve first, right? Imagine just 2 years back, we have to know we call them avatars or, anything like that. Who do we serve to the highest possible level, right? And we determined that home buyers and sellers between 400 and 800,000 homes, those were the sweet spot. Why did we think that was the sweet spot? Because we saw that the number of transactions there was the highest. And now you can earn a nice commission on $1 million or multi-million-dollar homes, but the lead time is so long, right? And for you as an inexperienced agent, you're not going to go and sell a multi-million-dollar home, right? So we thought, okay, if we're going to start, we want to start in that range. Now we have to brand Kimberly as an expert, right? As an expert realtor, because if you want to hire a realtor, you want to have an expert. So how will we be able to do that? And then how can we generate these leads, people that are looking to buy a home, right? How can we do that with speed? Because we want to build this up very quickly. And how can we convert those leads into customers, right? Into sales? Well, actually, those of you that are in the real estate business, they're going to have a giggle about this. You can see here, and you can see it on Kimberly's website as well. We created a drone video about this property, and this property, actually, we Airbnb, guys. It wasn't the house for sale. We went there, we took the Airbnb, and we shot the video in order to show Kimberly's expertise as a communicative presenter of homes. I don't know if this is going to play. No, right. So we set her up as an expert realtor. At least we showed her as an expert realtor, so that people, whenever they come to a website, they could see, okay, hey, this lady has some skills, right? So now who wants to see the system that we employed in order to get leads and leads fast? Okay, this is going to be generic, but I'm specifically going to the real estate market, and I'm going to show that to other markets. So if you want to put a 2 in the chat box, you're still with me. There we go. We've got some 2s to see what system did we put in place. Now, that wasn't very clear, guys. Oh, first the 1 and now the 2. Katniss, you're killing me. All right. Okay. So you guys want to see the system. So we stumbled upon this system because we wanted to do this. Well, actually, it's the fast mobile lead conversion system. So, and the fast mobile lead conversion system is a big word. It starts with FAST. So F stands for fuel. We have to ignite our online presence, which we did with the video, right? And outshine your competition by targeting your ideal audience, right? What I showed is like between the 4 and the 800,000 homes that we want to look at. And we got to do that, with laser focused ads, either with ads, collaborations, or social media and personal engagement. I'm going to come back to that later as well. And then we want to captivate prospects with a mobile optimized page. Okay, we didn't have click pages right at the start, but we developed it quite quickly thereafter, showcasing, our irresistible offer. Our irresistible offer in the real estate market is, I can sell your home. That's one offer, right? For the best price with the least amount of legal risk. That was like the irresistible offer for sellers. For buyers is like, we're going to get you the best deal for the home that you're going to want to buy. And then if they understand, okay, this lady can actually do that, we got to be quick, right? We got to be quick and rapidly follow up. And here is where most of the businesses fail, guys. Follow up with clients is essential. Sending one mail out is not enough. You got to follow up, right? And here it's most of the time one-on-one calls. You got to follow up with calls. You got to follow up with text. You got to follow up with email. You have to have those data points. You have to have that data in order to, be in, and what we say, step in front of the competition, be in their vision, right? Be in their face, right? So, and then transact, you got to seal the deal swiftly. So that's kind of the strategy. Now, we employed that strategy. Going to show you exactly how, but this was the results that Kimberly had. just 2 years in, right? So 2021 we started. In 2022, here is where the results come in, right? So she got 200,000 in net commissions just over the year 2002. She was recognized within the president circle of Berkshire Hathaway and within the top 6% highest real estate agents. Now that's amazing, right? So, hey, that's great for Kimberly, but how can we do that for ourselves, right? So the commission was 200,000 and the revenue, hey, it's 9 million, but it's really the commission that counts, right? Okay, so the best lead conversion system that works and do it fast. So, and then without obviously having to build websites, funnels, everything that keeps you from getting in front of your prospect fast. Because I don't know if you've ever built a website or a funnel, but it's going to take you time, right? And then you have to have a product and a service or a list, and then you have to even have a desktop computer. Well, actually, we don't need that with this system. Okay, you can do everything from your mobile. So who's this for? Well, this is for anyone that doesn't have a list, never sold a product or a service at all. Advanced users, those people that have a list, obviously have a little bit of an advantage, and who are already having their own products or services, although it's not a requirement. And just generally people who want to grow leads and convert them into sales. All right, and scale your business up. So again, my goal is to earn you a handsome recurring income. That's another thing that I see many times, that businesses that present an offer do not present a recurring offer. Guys, always a recurring offer is going to be the best deal, because that's how you can grow a business, not on a one-time fee, not on like a book that you sell for one time. I'm a book author, but obviously there is a strategy behind that in order to sell a book for a one-time fee and then getting them into a coaching program, right? Which is a recurring income. So now, who wants to have more recurring income? I can ask you to put a 1 in the box, but I know you guys are here because of that, right? So now you may have tried running Facebook and Google ads, right? You may have tried building and maintaining WordPress sites. Guys, I've been there. It's a nightmare. You may have created funnels, which we always do, but it takes quite a bit of time, and created daily posts to get followers and social media. Now, that all is great if you do that. Pay expensive coaching programs. If you just listen to my presentation today, you don't need all of that. They are instrumental, but they're not essential. Okay. So your dilemma is, hey, if I pay for ads, and you guys probably have done that in the past, so have I, right? They are pretty expensive if your offer doesn't convert. All right. So every time I see a headline, yeah, ads are expensive. Well, ads got nothing to do with it. It's all about converting your offer. If your offer doesn't convert, then you're losing money, right? So make sure that your offer converts, and then, go and do ads, because then you can scale up to the moon. Creating good content and posting on social media takes a lot of time, especially growing your followers in that way, right? So ads, if the offer converts, is the way, but that is a prerequisite. Creating salesy content, pushing followers away. Hey, we've all heard about that. You don't want to do that. And building and maintaining a high converting site is expensive and time consuming. Well, that's until today. So, we put in a decade of experience. We spent much money and on marketing and sales programs, developed apps, started businesses, and tested different methods. And the method I'm going to show you today is a tested method that you can use tomorrow. Okay, so we discovered it the hard way, but we want to give you the easy way, right? We want to give you this mobile lead conversion system that is powered by ChatGPT, and I'll show you how. Now, let me go through a couple of strategies, and I told you that in the beginning. I'm going to show you the strategy where the tool is going to be instrumental for you. All right. Doesn't matter in which niche you are. Okay, so the strategy number one is how to outmaneuver your competition with Klick Tree. Again, you got to step in front of your competition, right? Transform half of your leads into clients and fast track your journey to a potential 200,000 a year. Now, that's in the real estate. If you want to do commission, if you want to do other things, that's up to you, right? You can see where the best opportunity is. The strategy number two is how can you unleash the power of Klick Tree coupled with AI to generate ultimate fast, high converting mobile pages in just minutes from the palm of your hand, just using your mobile phone without having any technical or coding skills. All right. You don't need that at all, but you need a ultra fast page. You need to have a present, an asset that you send your clients to that is built for conversion. Okay, not for branding, but for conversion. And strategy number three is how to unlock earnings potential. You know, if you are just like us 2 years back, you want to start up a new business, or you know, you want to accelerate your current business, you want to know the best way to do that, right? So design a compelling offer and tap into consistent flow of income from enthusiastic prospects eager for your products and service, right? So we got to find those eager prospects. Where are they? You know, who are they? And then give them an offer and then send them to a page, which is fast, quick, and built for conversion. All right. Who's excited to go through these strategies? Give me a 1 so I can take a sip of my drink. Patrick says, sometimes we forget the basics. Yeah, these are basics, guys. And sometimes we get so deep down in the rabbit hole, we forget about those basics. Okay, so how do we outmaneuver the competition? All right, so again, I told you the process was I got that license, build a website. That's what we did first, right? Run traffic to the website, engage with prospects, and then make the sale. Well, we did that. We were sending traffic to a page. And I mean, who doesn't have a website, right? And what we saw was, you know, people liked Kimberly, but the traffic wasn't converting to the website, right? So we thought, we are doing something wrong, right? So we looked at our stats, and this is what we actually saw. Over 60 people, 60% of people that came to our sites are on their mobile phone. Okay, I don't know. If you just grab your mobile phone in your hand and you put it next to your desktop, and I assume most of you are now on the desktop. Most webinars are looked at on the website, on a desktop, but not when you send them to your site. Okay, so people on the mobile phone, they're busy, they're driving in the car. Most of the times they do that, right? And then they got to watch the road, so they can only glance on your website, and they got to get the gist very quickly, right? And if you send them to like a page like this, let me go back on one, right? That's too confusing. Okay, do you guys see that? You can see that hey, if people are in a fast-paced world, which we are now at, right, and it's only going to get worse. People have less attention span. So how are you going to serve those clients, right? So we saw that desktop has a large screen, mouse navigation, landscape view, built for navigation, and wired connection. Why are we building websites that are, you know, focused on desktop rather than on mobile? Because, you know, more people are watching our sites on mobile. We got to be smarter at this, right? So the mobile phone is a small screen, finger navigation, sports review. It's built for communication, right? It has mobile connection built in. So how can we leverage what is on the mobile rather than on the desktop? All right. So this is what we did. We took that website, and that's awesome. And the website is still good for branding, right? But it wasn't good for traffic. So we built this mobile page that is optimized for conversion. Okay. And I just want you to note on the top of this page is grab my V card. Okay. Grab my phone. Now that's an important element, and I'm going to show you why. Now let's listen And let me see if I can share a sound, share computer sound. Let's listen to Kimberly, what her strategy is. Okay, let's get it from the horse's mouth. I'm just going to show you this this video that we did for our Home Matters podcast.
So my strategy is different than a lot of people. I buy leads, not shy about saying it. I buy leads, but the reason I can convert so fast is because I have a conversion system. I have an app called Klick Tree. It's fantastic. Moment I get a lead either on the phone, via a text or email, which I usually get all that information, I'm going to reach out to them super fast, like lightning fast. Like that lead just came in. I got to get on. We're going to have to pause this. I got to get on and talk to this person or I need to send them a message. I do 3 things. I do a phone call, a text, and an email. That's my system. I send them my Klick Tree app, which gives them also my V card or virtual cards. They have all my contact information. It has a link to my website so they can see what my website is. And it has my contact information and it has a picture of me on there so they know who they're talking to. Nobody wants to talk to somebody who they can't see. And so it's important to have that. So Klick Tree works really well for me on that. And it's really important to reach out right away. Just the other night, I had somebody went on my website. They saw my review. They did a Google search. This is what happened with customer experience. The guy did a Google search looking for agents in the Ogden area, found my reviews, read my reviews, switched from my reviews to my website, which was also there, saw my website, filled out the form on my website to be contacted. That lead came in at 7:50 at night on a Sunday. I looked at it, saw it, thought, oh, I should probably reach out right away. I don't want to bother someone on a Sunday night. He just filled out the form. So what did I do? I picked up the phone and I talked to him. And the first thing he said was, I said, hi, this is Kimberly Devries with Berkshire Hathaway. And he said, that was fast. He already knew who he was talking to, and he was super thrilled to be able to get me on the phone right away. Now, I didn't sit there and talk to him forever. I got a little bit pieces of information from him, called him back the next day, and I'm now working as a buyer agent for that client to find him the right home in the place they're looking for at the best price. So that's an example of how quick you need to be. I try to act immediately, and that has been one of the keys to success of my ability to convert cold leads and cold contacts into clients I can help.
What happens if you're not quick enough?
If you're not quick enough, there's always another agent who might jump on it. There's me on the other side, jumping on your clients. No, it's important to be really fast. And that's one thing that if you read my reviews, you'll see responsiveness is mentioned in, I think, almost every review, that my responsiveness is there. I have this problem where if somebody messages me, like I don't want 5 minutes to go by before I message them. Enough time for me to go to the bathroom if that's what has to happen. I don't want to go beyond that. Yeah, it can be an unhealthy habit for me, but I like to be responsive and it seems to help my people.
So guys, do you get that? Now she went through this super fast, right? But that was actually the lead conversion system that we've implemented, right? So there is a lead. It comes in, you gotta get super fast. You're gonna send them like your best assets, which is your mobile page. Let them grab the V card and continue from that. Am I going too fast or too slow, guys? Let me know, slow or fast or good, right? Because I don't want anyone to miss out on this, okay? Did you guys understand what exactly, perfect, awesome. So it is essential. I don't want to play that again. Go to the next page. So let's create a recap what she just said, right? So you need to capture and follow up with leads. Lightning fast, okay? If you're not lightning fast, someone else is lightning fast and you lose the lead. So you always got to follow up. It's a key principle. It's a basic, but most of the people forget, right? So, and then you got to have a fast loading mobile page that has a V card because you want to, you want them to have your contact information. Okay. Why? Because when you send them a text message, when do you send them email, when you call them, they need to know that these guys are, know who is calling, who is texting, who is, right? I get in the US so many spam calls it's not funny. And you just get the number and then it's like, okay, this is another spam call. Unless you have, someone's contact details in your phone and you can actually see the number, right? So it's essential that they get your V card, save that to their phone so that whenever you send a text message, email, and actually your email gets inboxed, right? Rather than going to spam. So you want to have some links to online assets that you can download so that you can grab their information, right? Their email, their text, their phone number, so that you can actually follow up with them, lightning fast. And it obviously shows a profile picture so they actually know who they're talking to, right? They've seen you before. Now that's very important. Now, let me show you how that exactly goes. When she's saying, hey, I buy leads, right? And she can do this because she can convert these leads into clients. That's why she's buying leads. She's spending like $4,000 to $5,000 a month on these leads. Why? Because every lead that turns into a customer earns her like between, on an average, $7,500 to $10,000, right? At a 3% commission. So she advertises on Zillow. People request a tour for a certain house, right? And she pops up and she gets this information. So she gets the name, email, and phone number. Now, straight away, when she gets that, she sends them to her mobile page so that they can grab the V card, right? She can show her awesomeness, welcoming them to Utah, where we live. And Utah is basically an import state. So people are from California and other places are now coming to Utah because they believe it's nice living. And they show this video. You can see this video. This is the drone video of the property that we Airbnb'd, right? So they can already see, hey, this is a professional agent. I want to grab that V card. And then you want to act, what we call the 5-minute attraction rule. Once they leave their contact details, you gotta react fast, right? So we get the lead in, and then, as she said, within 5 minutes, she's on the phone with them. So the V card immediately is added to their contact list, which improves inboxing, which improves the calling, right? You get the caller ID, and it improves the long-term relationship. Because once you get a lead from Zillow, you want to nurture it, you want to help it, and then you get not only multiple points of contact that you can sell them something, but they will actually refer you as well. So we welcome people into Kimberly's world with the video. We show them impressive results because she's sold and used or helped people buy a house as well, just like this Rebecca Wolfersberger. We put those results on the page. And actually, if you look at Zillow, and anyone can do that, if you go to Utah and you look up Kimberly Devries on Zillow, you can actually see that she's done 13 sales in the last 12 months. If you look at 13 sales, on an average of a 3% commission, it's 15,000. Now that's gross commission. It's about 200,000 over the last 12 months, right? So she is still killing it, although the interest rates have increased. And she can do that with this system. Now, let me show you how exactly that works. Gets Zillow. She pays for Zillow cost. You can see that, right? It's 37,000 over the year to 2022. She got net commissions directly out of Zillow of 64, which is a positive net result, right? But that's not where it starts, or that's not where it ends. It starts there. So once you get a client, now you get referrals that you don't pay for, right? So here's where your SOI is growing very rapidly because you're attracting leads, helping people. They become raving fans and they are telling other people. And there's where now the majority of her income comes from. Okay, do you guys get that? Give me a 1 in the box if you guys understand that this is the way you got to do business, not just in real estate, right? So nurture your leads and then get your SOI or followers and give them results. So that's how you can actually grow your followers very fast. Okay, so get some ads in, treat them right, grow your followers. That's basically it. Now, they've seen this in her office as well. And real estate agents that are in her office come to her and say, hey, can I use the same system? Can I use the same page that you have? You say, yeah, sure. So Julie here, we helped set up, and she's doing amazing now as well, just leveraging the same thing. Now, I want to remind you that those of you that are not in the real estate business, right? If you want to go out and help people with this strategy, you can actually do that, right? So I set up this system and for Julie, and I said, hey, well, you got to pay me $2,000 for it, right? I'm going to set you up a system. I'll add a web page to it that you can also hire out, right? And she gave me $2,000, right? So just a little light bulb moment should come into your brain right now, saying, hey, okay, that's interesting. This is not the, and I'm not the only one that has done this right now. Okay, so, hey, I'm not a realtor. I get it. It doesn't matter. I'm a book, I'm a book vendor, right? So I'm selling books, I'm selling coaching. I use it for my coaching business, right? So very simple. I set up this page. Doesn't take me longer than like, a couple of hours, and the hours basically go into like making the images rather than setting up the page, right? So here's a example of a page that I have. There are multiple pages that you can see here. Let's turn off the phone here. So it's book authors, it's realtors, it's influencers that are currently using it. It's utility companies like this one. And we've got people that are in the coaching business that are selling information products, right? As you can see here. This is an influencer selling a book to festivals. She's actually an influencer in the music industry. So you can actually do this in any type of niche, all right? And even if you don't have a product or of your own, right? What did we do in order to test that? We said, okay, let's use an affiliate offer, right? And see how we can convert this with a mobile page rather than a desktop page, right? So we did that. We did a review of this product that was video hosting, and we sent out. You can actually see this. We sent out 2 mails, right? And we had 74 clicks, and we were testing how many of these people would actually, leave their email. All right, and we had 14 subscribers. That's like nearly a 20% opt-in rate, which is huge, guys. A 20% opt-in rate to a page that you actually have, shown maybe, once or twice based on the emails that we send out. So you can use other people's products. If you have your own product, that's also great. This is a product that we have ourselves, right? ClickX Copy. We said, okay, let's use a mobile page in order to sell a version of ClickX Copy. We created the page in minutes, and this is Thrivecart. Within a week, we got an additional nearly $800 from some people that bought this product for $99 to $97. Right, and it doesn't have to be that many. All right, your list doesn't have to be that big. You can see that checkout views were 116 and orders were 8. That's about a 7% conversion rate. That's not bad, especially nowadays. Okay, so you can see you don't need a product. If you do have a product, that's great, but you don't actually need it. So how do we jump in front of your competition with an ultra fast mobile page that you build in minutes? How do you do that? Well, again, websites are built for branding. Mobile pages are built for conversion. Websites are built with menus, and mobile pages are built with buttons. Why you're using your thumb rather than your mouse? In websites, we build it in sections. In mobile pages, we build in blocks. Websites are usually long form, so you scroll very fast, but on a mobile page, you don't. All right. Remember, picture yourself in the car looking at a page. All right. You want to be quick. So you want to have this short rather than long. On the website, it's large real estate. So there's a lot of, data that comes to your eyeballs. On mobile pages, it's really controlled, right? That's why you want to use those buttons. Sorry. And the website influences, it doesn't convert. It influences your brand image. And on the mobile page, it directs. You actually have people make an action, right? Hence, that's why they show buttons, right? So this is a website, as you can see, a lot of things that pop out. If you're in the car, this is a lot of information that you have to consume. If you're in the car and looking at this page, this is very convenient, right? You guys getting that? This is really important for you to understand. So who wants to see how we transfer this website to a mobile page? It's actually very simple. This is the whole long form website, all right? Where there's a lot of data, where we've put a lot of properties that are there for sales. We don't put that on the mobile phone, because if they're interested in either selling or buying, then it just has one single button, okay? Interested in buying, press this button. Interested in selling, press this button, right? So that's how you build from a web page a fast loading mobile page, because a lot of people don't want to wait. And the key question there, and if you want to look at their page, it's not klicktree.app, it is klicktree.com/KimberlySellsUT. You can actually see her mobile page. Okay, so just go to klicktree.com/KimberlySellsUT. You can actually see this mobile page, all right? But I don't have a website now. Is that a problem? No, that's not a problem. Let's create one from scratch. And here is where we use AI technology in order to help you build a page fast. Okay, so in the Klick Tree menu, we've got AI documents. Not sure if that's the right word for it, but AI documents and AI images that will help you set up your page from scratch. Actually, we've create page headlines, descriptions, outlines, content, and that can be content for your video if you want to shoot a video, even testimonials, social media bios, etc. Okay, so give you an example. I don't want to do a full demo because it takes too long to do a full demo in the app. So I go to AI documents and I'm going to, hey, I want to do a blog article section, right? I put the title of the blog section and I'll put some keywords, which is same as the title in this case. And it spits out all of this content, right? You can see, hey, now I've got in like seconds, I've got this piece of content. So how do you go about this? Doing this, for example, in a food supplement business, all right? So I said, okay, let's say I'm in the food supplement business, that I'm not, but again, let's try this out. So in the prompt that the application is there, I'm putting in food supplements to improve cholesterol. So I'm going to look at the market for, improving cholesterol. And maybe I could have said here for men over 50, right? Just to make it more specific. I didn't do that, but that's, so the AI spits out, okay, so your headline for your page is going to be food supplements to improve cholesterol, a natural solution for healthy cholesterol levels. Great, awesome. I grab that title and I put it back in the prompt, okay? Can I see that? So put it back in the prompt and I say, okay, now I need a page description because that description is important for my SEO. And again, remember Kimberly saying, hey, he found my site on Google and then he went to that site and I could give him a call. He filled out a form and he gave me a call. Okay, so I put that page description in and it gives me some hashtags as well. Now I grab these hashtags, cholesterol, heart health, and food supplements to give me a page outline. All right, so again, I grab the output, put it in the input, and then it gives me this whole page outline, right? So an introduction, benefits of food supplements, and then, what to look for into supplements. You can see actually someone would be really interested. At least I got interested in food supplements for cholesterol lowering, right? Just by doing this. And then I grab one of those items because I don't want to show you all of them. overview of cholesterol and its impacts on heart health. And it spits me out this whole article. And you can do that as an article itself on your page, or you can do a video, right? You can just read this out from a prompter and make it more engaging from that side. Okay, then I've got my page ready, right? And then I need to put something in my bio that shows that I'm an expert. I started this presentation, guys, with showing you guys that, hey, I've been around the block. You want to do that also in your bio. So I want to show people, hey, I'm an expert in cholesterol food supplements, blah, 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 right? And then I can grab a testimonial and say, okay, if I'm in this food supplement market, then, and I want to lower cholesterol, what kind of testimonial do I need? And that's what the system spits out. Now, what I do want to recommend you guys is don't use these testimonials to put on your website, put a fake name on it and say, hey, these are my results, all right? I don't suggest that. What I usually do, especially when it comes to my inner circle and the people that have used one of my products, I say, hey, I've seen your comments. Does it make sense if this would be your testimonial? Is it okay if I put that on the website? Okay, one, it takes time away and thinking power away from the people that have used your product or your service, right? And you can still use it because they give their consent. Does that make sense? Right? Give me a 2 in the box if you're still there, right? Does that make sense, guys? Okay, you're still, guys. Just wanted to know if you still were there. All right. Okay, so, and then I need obviously some things that liven up the page. So I need an image. In this case, I got 3 versions of an image, and the image description I gave was supplements with healthy foods on the background, right? And that's what you see. You see a couple of pills and then with healthy foods in the background. And that's where I create my page from. Easier than this it can be, right? You can actually do this in minutes if you want to do that. If you're a bit more serious about your page, you spend a little bit more time, right? So, but here is something that if I would be in the food supplement business, that I can send my leads to, right? And then they can click the button, learn more, or call now. Now, what happens when they call now, guys, on the mobile? They call you straight away because it's connected to the phone, right? Now, we've built, based on this, we built multiple pages in different industries, for different industries. In this case, influencers, restaurants, gyms, stores, affiliates, car dealers, so basically local businesses, marketing, e-commerce, supplement, MLM, and even app agencies, and photography, all right? You don't need that. You can build this from scratch. But if you want to, get a head start, you can use one of these templates that we've created. Now, is it very difficult to create a page? Nah, not really. It's actually 3 steps simple. All right. If you can see here, the first mobile phone shows you step number 1. It's actually, hey, put in the title or at least your link to your phone, right? In this case, it's like golden followers, klicktree.com, golden followers. And that's basically it. You set up your background for your page on the first step, and then you move to the next. Now, there are some detailed steps that I won't go into. It's nice to have, but not a must have. Then you go into step 2, and then you put in your blocks, right? As you can see, there's a preview on the phone itself where you can actually see what you're doing. And the first one is an image, which we call an avatar. And then we've got a logo, which is an image. And then we got a, social buttons, which is another block that we just add to the page. It's that simple. And before you know it, you've built out your complete mobile page. So again, step 1, put in your title. Step 2 is add your blocks, your avatar image. And I'm going to show you which blocks we have for you. And you set up your page, and now you send traffic to it, right? However you send traffic to it. And I'm going to show you like 3 ways. One is ads. Next way, and next thing is collaborate. And then the third way is social media. We all know about that. Okay, and you can actually see in real time what happens to your page the moment you add your blogs, right? Yeah, it's really SEO friendly. So strategy number 3 is how do I unlock earning potential with Klick Tree, designing compelling offers, and tap into a consistent flow of income from enthusiastic prospects eager to get your service and your products. Okay, so now let me define an eager prospect. Guys, how do you get to an eager prospect? Let me just put it to the group. You got some brain power here. How would you go about getting eager prospects? People that are already showing that they are willing to spend time, assets, or money. While I take a sip of my drink. This is an important question, guys, that you have to ask yourself all the time. If you go out in the market and you want to be successful, then you got to know and you got to find those people that are actually willing to pay for you, for your service or for your product. Okay, think about that. So, and that works both online as with local agents, local clients, right? So let me give you a little bit of help, okay? And if nothing, if you walk out of this webinar today, just learning this will pay, a multiple on your time that you spent here today. All right.
Hey, Danny, it's Pat. Right.
Yeah.
I think the simple answer to your question is very, very simply follow where the money flows and where the money's coming from and where the money is being spent. Right. So if I want to build one of these for my local dentist, my local plumber, my local, contractor that I'm working with, it's the very first thing that I would do is I would look up at the sponsored ads right above them in the 3-pack, and they are the people that are spending the money. They're the people that want to get ahead of everybody else. And then when you utilize that approach with your customers and your clients, and you give them this opportunity, right, to get that information out in a different way, shape, or form to their clientele and those people within their certain specific demographic area, you're going to be above those in terms of connecting with the people around there than the people that are spending the ads. But the people that are spending the ads are the customers and clients you can go after because they're spending the money. So find where the people are spending the money, and then you're going to find where you're going to be able to get your customers and clients from over and above what you already have. That's how we do it.
Awesome. And that's a beautiful answer, Patrick, because you just got to reverse engineer it, right? So there where follow the money is really important. I'm actually showing you the answer in this statement. Okay. Willing to spend you the time, asset, and money. Well, either follow the money or follow where people are spending time, right? So Patrick said it very well. If people are paying money for something, just like my wife does, right? If she forks out $4,000 to $5,000 each month for leads on Zillow, then she already has a marketing budget and wants to spend that budget for leads. Now, if I have leads, I would go for all the real estate agents in the market. I'm going to show you that in a minute, right? So yes, there where people are already spending the money, those are the clients that you want to have because they've already showing that they are willing to spend money for that service or that product. Now, the other thing is that there where people are trying to collaborate with each other, in this case, in the case of my wife, she collaborates a lot with lending agents, right? Because they quickly go apart. If you want to buy a house, you need a mortgage loan, right? So you need a mortgage lender. So she teams up with a mortgage lender. So if you see these collaborations there and where they're spending both money, that's another indicator that, you want to get in front of those people, right? And then specifically in your market or there where they're sharing content on social media, right? If people are spending a lot of time on TikTok and there's where your offer is best suited, you obviously want to be there. Now, if you don't have the budget to spend money, which I think is a myth, all right, because that just says that your offer doesn't convert. It doesn't mean that you don't have a budget, because if you're spending like $100 and you get $200 out, your budget is never limited, right? Makes sense, right? So that's just my 2 cents. And then, people that actually have a website. Guys, Klick Tree, I can sell to everyone that has a website. Klick Tree, I can sell to everyone, every real estate agent that has a website that I know doesn't convert, right? Makes sense, right? So paying for ads, that's what Patrick also said. So, for example, in the real estate market, what would I do, right? So I would go and look for agents that are spending money on Zillow, right? Or realtor.com or Nagelrap. That's all sites that people that are looking for homes are spending their time. But if I want to sell an agent, I'm just going to go and look at Zillow and use one zip code. And I'm going to see in the zip code how many agents are there, because I can actually go to these agents and actually sell these very quickly. I just looked up, just for fun, how many realtors there are in the United States alone. All right, it's 1.5 million realtors. All right, so if I would give you the opportunity to use Klick Tree, go out for the realtors, even this group here on this webinar won't be able to serve all of them. So there's a huge opportunity here as well, right? So, and these guys are spending, guys. Now, here is where my wife is number 3rd in this zip code. That means that Suzanne and Raquel are paying more money, guys. And I looked Suzanne up, I looked Raquel up, and they don't have a mobile page, they don't have a system. And if they could just, add one more conversion per month onto their, onto their lead flow, how much money would that be? Okay, just a good question. How much money would Suzanne or Raquel pay me if I could convert an extra lead per month for them? Okay, by now you should know how much a lead is probably worth, right? I told you in the back, just a couple of minutes ago. It's about between $5,000 to $10,000. Okay, and depending on if you do one or the other transaction as well. If you've got a seller that also needs to buy, then you have a double transaction, right? So these leads are worth at least like a couple of $1,000s. Now, if I can give them a service where they are paying either monthly or preferably a setup fee and a monthly price, then these guys will do it as long as they can see results. And I just proven the results, right? Now, does this work for a local business? Of course it does, right? Just like Patrick said, just go to Google, right? If you're in the jewelry business or you want to look for jewels as your prospects, just in this case, it's jewelry repair near me. Just add anything before near me and you can get the ads, right? And then you can see, hey, what are these guys do? Oh, this is, so what are these guys doing on Google Ads? They obviously have a website, and that website, is built for branding and not conversion. So here's where you can come in. Say, hey, you got to build your stuff for conversion rather than branding. You can go to Facebook ads library, guys. You don't have to go to Google ads only. You can go to Facebook ads library and, type in any locality and then see what ads pop up. Okay, these are local businesses. In this case, you can see the piano sale here, Lee's Music, right? You can do that for auditors. You can do that for professional services, accountants, lawyers, medical professionals, tax consultants, and so many more. I've got in my inner circle group actually a brain surgeon. that goes to these seminars, right? And doctors most of the times they do that. They meet like thousands of people on a seminar, and she has a mobile page that whenever she is speaking, so she has speaking engagements, and when she meets people on the floor on a one-to-one basis during these seminars, she just has a QR code on the phone, and they lead straight to her page to get their free EV card. They connect to each other, and they can do business. Right? It's that easy. So all of these professional services, guys, are really good leads. Other people that are really interested in like these type of mobile pages are influencers. All right, because they only have one link in their bio that they need to use in order to get people either to buy. And I tell you, it's not going to be easier for influencers nowadays because marketing budgets are being slashed. So they need to have alternative methods of generating income, whether it's affiliate income or info products or other type of ways that they can make money. Now, where do you find influencers? Just go to TikTok Marketplace, right? Or to YouTube for that matter. If you see people collaborate, that's an indicator that that's a good lead, okay? Just like what Kimberly does, this is like intercap lending. It's a mortgage broker. So if you see these, it's these guys are doing well business and they're spending money together, right? And people that are sharing on their social media. If they are very active in sharing, that means they put a lot of time in it, and that time has to be paid, okay? In some shape or form, whether it's sponsored posts, brand deals, or anything else. These guys have money, especially when, between the 50 to 100,000 followers. And they usually don't have a single page because their earnings predominantly were in sponsored posts and brand deals, which are getting slashed at the moment, right? So you can go to YouTube Shorts. You don't only have to go to like TikTok, or just look at your own feed, all right? So that's what Kimberly does. She just posts on her own feed, and you can see how successful someone is, right? So those could be your leads. Now, so it's easy, right? Finding your eager prospect is easy. Shouldn't be difficult. Now, prospects that are paying for leads, prospects that are collaborating, and prospects that are sharing, i.e. spending a lot of time on their business. Again, they usually have multiple sites that don't convert. So you can actually see what they're doing, and then you can already see how you can build a page for them. So I showed you this local business that we found on Facebook ads, and you can go and have, you just go down the rabbit hole. You just click the top, Lee Music. You go to their page. You see what they have. They actually have a website that is not built for conversion. It's just it's an ugly website. But I doubt that it brings them clients, right? So these people you can actually help, and they're all already spending money on Facebook, right? So they already have a marketing budget. You can already see they have a phone, they have a email, they have their website already there. So getting leads is not the most difficult part, all right? Again, the fast mobile lead conversion system is I need to jump in front of my prospects. How do I do that? Well, I go for ads, right? In this case, Kimberly goes for an ad on Zillow. She collaborates with a home lender, and she shares her post on social media. Okay. And she can actually do a personal share, right? As I told you, from the medical doctor that goes to their seminars, and they have like a barcode or a QR code that leads to their page. Okay, you gotta lead people to something they can consume fast and they can act upon very fast, right? So I would not say just do one. You can combine them with the other, right? So if you want to go in front of the music client, if you want to go in front of an accountant, use ads, use collaborators, use people that are already, in front of that person and collaborate with them, and share your post or what you're doing to that audience, to that specific audience. And even on the local business, you can actually share. I've got someone in my inner circle that just goes to bars and restaurants, speaks people up, and he gets his client like that, right? The guy is called Craig. Then, you want to turn those leads into warm leads. How do you do that? You got to show your best self, okay? I'm projecting that now here as a video, and you got to have their data, okay? It's always important that you capture the data as fast as possible. So you got to have some assets on your mobile page that will get them to share their email or their phone number, right? We do this with download a buyer guide, right? Or get your home valuation, right? It's also an opt-in form here. Make sure your message gets heard. Again, that V card on the top of your page, especially when you're, in the real estate business, it's good. But in so many businesses, it's essential that your emails get inboxed, your calls get picked up, and your text messages get read, right? Because that establishes that long-term relationship. Doesn't mean that your website is completely obsolete, guys. You can still send them to your website as conversation starters, right? If someone wants to find their dream home, you need a little bit more time to get them through this, right? So what are the steps? On the mobile phone, we have just one button that leads to the website that walks them through the complete steps. Build some brand value. You can do that too, just with one or two buttons. Kimberly uses here a flip book that shows people, what kind of homes in certain areas the company has sold, right? So just that's a bit of branding as well. And then make it easy for them to reach out to you. Call me straight away. Just click one button, call me now, and people can call her phone number. And then obviously, in order to have people refer clients, it's essential that you have the ability to have your page shared, right? Whether it's with a link, mobile, just like this, a QR code, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want to share it to, or people that have visited your page that want to share it with their friends, right? There are some Q&A items on the page as well. As you can see, there's always a plus sign there because we don't want to use up a lot of real estate. If they click the plus, then it's expanded and they can see more info, and always show results, okay? People that are buying from a person just want to see that you can provide them with results, all right? So if they can see, hey, you've sold houses and you've bought houses with other people, then that gives them comfort. In the US, there are a lot of people that are speaking Spanish, so the page can also be seen in different languages. All right, so it can actually serve the whole community, depending on which language you want to activate. You can activate that on this as well. Make sure that you follow up fast and transact quickly. All right, that's important. And then obviously you want to show them an irresistible offer, right? Sell them what they already want. If my real estate agent, I know they want leads, right? So if I would target real estate agents, I would check Zillow, a Realtor, and Nagorap. I would find those agents that are already paying for ads, get in front of my competition, and provide them with an offer, which is my Klick Tree pages. This is a repeat. So here is where I would find them, right? I would find them on Zillow and get them and show them what I can do for them, which is, for them is key if they can convert more pages. Now we've done that, setting up Klick Tree pages, not just for Julie, as I showed you before, right? But also for other people that are willing to get these pages. These are monthly recurring. Why? Because once you've set up a page and they are using that for conversion, they will never leave, right? So just like Craig, as I told you before, he's the guy that does this really local business and online. He said, well, I'm getting some results. I just got my first 2 clients. I got $2,000 in setup fee and 130 from another client on a monthly recurring basis. And basically sets it up, and he maintains it for a while, but he doesn't spend a lot of time on doing that. So because we're launching Klick Tree AI, which is AI powered, as I showed you, during, we're actually opening the door tomorrow. We've got something special for you if you want to get your hands on it. Just give me a 1 in the box if you want to see that special for Patrick's group, because you
Danny,
guys
there's a couple questions up there. If you want to answer those or get to this, it doesn't matter. I just want to make sure you knew there were a few up there.
Okay, what are the questions? Can you? Because I didn't look at
one of the questions was, what is the difference between Linktree, Shorebee, and the similar services than your page creator? If you're familiar with any of those?
Yes. No, I'm familiar with, for example, Linktree, which is very much used in the influencer market. The biggest difference is we give we've built our Klick Tree pages specifically for the mobile phone with blocks that are built for conversion. The Linktree system, if people are familiar with Linktree, provides you one with just a couple of buttons. All right, that's basically the basic offer, and you still pay. I don't know. Julie said, "Hey, I've used Linktree in the past, and she was paying like, I don't know, $20 a month or something like that."
Mm-hmm.
Just for buttons. Now, buttons don't get you to the conversion. Okay, you got to show either a video or an image. And if you want that, Linktree is probably offering that, but then you have to upgrade for it.
Gotcha.
So they are similar, but we've really looked at, hey, how can we set it up in such a way that you can actually make money rather than as a navigator, like Klick Tree.
Yeah. Very quickly, I was, just before you mentioned QR codes, I put in the thing, just going to mention QR codes because, when you have that, what I've actually done on my cell phone is I've taken my QR code for everybody. I've made a cell phone cover for my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Or I got a cell phone cover from my code, and then I went and had my QR code embedded on the back of my cell phone cover.
Yes, you can do that.
Right. So whenever I'm out in a group, like, I go to Lineable or go to these networking groups, people want my contact. All I do is hold up my phone, they click on my QR code and takes them right to that, like, not in this case, but from now on, it's going to take them to that offer that you're talking about. Right. So,
right.
That's,
what we do is we just create an image. So whenever you open up your phone, you have this locked screen. At least that's on my iPhone. And on the iPhone locked screen image, I've got the QR code. So whenever I just tap my phone, I can actually show people the QR code. So that's an easy way as well.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to mention those. That seems to be it. So let's let everybody know what we're. Oh, one other question. When you sell this to realtors, who provides leads to them?
Hey, if you want to provide that service, you can obviously do that.
Right.
But the way I sell this to realtors is, listen, you are already paying for leads on Zillow. So I don't have to provide that service. Zillow provides that. But if I get like 10 leads a month and I'm converting 1 or 2 leads, right, out of those 10 leads, if I can make sure you can double that conversion, so out of the 10, you get 3 or 4, that is a lot of value for a real estate agent, right? And I can show that because Kimberly did this. So I said, if you want to do this because you want to jump in front of your competition, if you don't jump on that lead, some other real estate agent does, right? So you want to be very quick. You want to get that data into their phone, and you want to be in their face straight away, right? With the best version of you that you can present. So that's what we offer. Now you can extend that offer, because providing them with a Klick Tree page is an easy way to get in. But then on top of that, I can offer, okay, I can build, your branding site, or I can, not only build this, but I can host this, and I can do social media management. I can do, because also here, people want to drive more traffic to that page, right? So you can use all those services and layer this on top of your starting service, which is something that you can build in minutes. They get to use that page, and that page is going to be their moneymaker. So they never leave it. And now you have a long-lasting relationship that you can build with a real estate agent or an accountant or an auditor or right.
You can use the same. You can use the same content relationship. Same. Thinking process for plumbers, doctors, lawyers, doesn't make any difference, right?
Right.
And especially when you're working with local businesses, Danny, we send them to their GMB mostly, for lead conversion. On that GMB, we can design a system where they can actually get to your mobile page, and show the mobile page and go from right there into it as well. So that's something that I want to work on, because we deal really with local businesses. And I think this type of system, I was in a process, as I told Gary, and we were building our own V page, right? But, the simple fact of you having it here and built into this just kind of removes the objection for me to spend a lot of money to do it, because V pages, when you're doing events, when you're talking to people, when you're at the restaurant, when you're just meeting people, they're so important and so quick and so fast. And when they're done correctly, like the way that you've done it, this is one of the reasons why I want to make sure that we share this with our group, because they're extremely fast and valuable, and you don't lose customers when you have a V page. Right.
Exactly. They are essential, especially in local business. And to be honest, real estate is a local business.
Yep.
That's what we've seen.
Well, let's see what we got for everybody.
What we've got Klick Tree Pro. So we're launching tomorrow with this app, which we're offering on the front end, the Klick Tree Pro version, which is a mobile first approach. So we're building it for mobile, although you can use it for desktop. On desktop, it still looks great. Okay, quick and easy setup, high conversion rates, fast results, positive ROIs that we've achieved, and increase opt-in rates. Now, you can do that with a 3-step simple. I showed you page settings, add your blocks, and finish your page. All the blocks that we're adding on the front end are all these blocks. Okay, I won't go into them individually, but these blocks are added. And again, the question was, so what's the difference between this and, for example, a link tree? Well, link tree only has that first block, that link, and maybe an image, an avatar, and that's it, right? So we're providing a lot more blocks, of which, that V card block that you can see here is very important. We're also provide.
Yeah, see, because we were looking at building ours out, you don't have these types of options. I mean, it's fairly limited, and then it gets to be pretty expensive when you start adding all this other capacity to what we can build. So this is awesome.
Exactly. So but there's more. So we have integrations. If you already are using MailChimp, Aweber, etc., we've built an integration for that, so that whenever you capture an email, it actually goes to your autoresponder or to your other apps that are on the screen. This app has a value of at least, we're going to, after the launch, we're going to charge $97 a month for it. That's just the front end. These are some people that have already used it. like Craig, Adrian, and Jim. Those are in the circle, and they absolutely love it. Is there more? For sure, there is more. Okay, so we're adding multiple more features as a Klick Tree Ultimate. Okay, so you can get the Pro and then opt in for the Ultimate version. Although I have a special offer at the end for you here. Okay, but I'm going to show you what the Klick Tree Ultimate is. It actually enables you to put in your own domain. Okay, so we're adding 5 custom domains to your account. That means that instead of having that Klick Tree link, you can opt for another domain, right? So in this case, you can see klickx.us is a domain I own, and I can remove actually the whole Klick Tree branding. All right. Then,
of course, you talked about branding earlier. We want to brand ourselves, not you.
Right. So, and on the front end, we keep the branding, but we say, hey, for those people that just want to brand it themselves, right? And I can understand that that is the key. You want to do that. So we remove everything that's linked to Klick Tree. All right. Then you can actually protect your pages. Okay, now think about that. If you have something, you can build a page. For example, you have a course, you can actually build a page on that and then password protect it. And what does that do? It actually creates a membership area for you. All right, so you can actually use this for premium content, exclusive offers, or even sensitive information that you want to share with other people. Now we have a special ability in the Ultimate version that we call Link Leap. That is, and we do offers all the time, guys. So especially when it's affiliate offers, etc. And then after that offer has expired, you still have that link out there in your emails, etc. And people are still clicking on it. Now you don't want to send people to a link that is dead, right? That hasn't got an active offer. So what are we doing? We are creating like links that we can change out the URL that's underneath it and send them to a new offer that is comparable to the one in the old. So that's how we what we called link leap. That means with the current traffic that you're still getting, you get the maximum result. We add also HTML capabilities. A lot of products have like these scripts that you want to add to a page. That's why we've asked our developers to add an HTML block into it, so that you can actually use that code with third-party services, or if you want to use HTML, text HTML, kind of like funky features, that you can use that as well. We didn't want to create a new block or multiple blocks for all of that. We add card sliders, which is more dynamic. We add image blocks. Again, we're working on a small screen, so we want to show as much on an image because it tells more of a story than the whole text. And we have image sliders that we add to that as well. We add some dynamics, as you can see on the screen right here. If you don't have a logo yourself, just type in golden followers and it creates this nice looking logo. And we've got some morphed text that you can see as well. If you want to use that in your page, it just attracts the eye and it pulls the eye to where you want to have it. Got some gradient text. That's not great. But the other thing that I wanted to mention is that we are adding timelines. What we notice is that if people can see that you are going to take them onto a certain journey, they are more excited to engage with your offer. And therefore, we added a scroll timeline and a fixed timeline. We added some menu options if you have multiple pages that you want to use. Okay, not necessary, but if you have multiple pages, we add a menu option there. You can see that popping up and down. We have a ticker option. That's what we actually used for the multiple listings that Kimberly had, for example. We scroll that over the bar, and we've got a progress bar and a scroll bar. Okay, so if you are completing an offer, then you can actually show, hey, I'm now at 33% or more. We add some notification features. One, if you want to use a cookie consent, you can do that. Or if you have a special offer that you want to show people that come to your page, you can add that notification there as well. We know a lot of these people are going to use the app for either their own local business or to use Klick Tree to get to local businesses. Maps and catalogs are very essential there. So that's what we've added to that. Oh, no, it's not moving. On the website, it's moving, but. And then we add the ability in the ultimate version to add your own documents, videos, and audio files so that you can host it on our platform. So we don't need a whole of integration that just wastes a lot of time. This is for pro users. If you want to use UTM parameters, custom CSS codes, or custom JavaScript, you can do that as well. Okay, the ability is there in the ultimate version. We add some pro tools to it because we noticed that whenever people are setting up custom domains, something may go wrong. All right, so we've helped people with some interesting tools, DNS lookup, SSL lookup, to see, hey, have I set it up correctly? Okay, so we add those tools as well. It's a one-time value of about $1,000 to add, but there is more. And guys, you're not going to pay this because the offer that I'm going to give you is great. All right. So another upgrade that we're providing during the launch, it's not called Klick Tree Ultimate, but the reseller version is you're going to be able to resell 100 Klick Tree accounts, okay, to either realtors or auditors or accountants or doctors or local businesses, right? Now, what we see is that we can actually, on an average basis, set these accounts up for a one-time price of $1,500 and a hosting subscription of $37 per month. Okay, so if you would be able to sell these 100 accounts, we just did the math on that. It's, you know, what is it? You know, 15,000 plus 3,700 a month, right? So you can just add that to your income. Again, we are looking for recurring rather than the setup account. The setup amount is great, but you want to go for a recurring income. Okay. That's,
so literally, this
advice.
is a white label option with 100 reseller accounts, right?
Well, it's not a complete white label because that's like
no, but
okay,
branded wise, it's branded
yes,
to us, so therefore,
yes. So
kind of.
you know, you can resell an account and they can set up their own domain, right? So
right.
but it is a
Wow.
reseller. It's not a pure white label. So I
Right.
don't want to stress that. So that you can, you know, charge the one time and the recurring.
Wow.
These 100 licenses are well worth, you know, $3,000, $4,000 If I think one license to a realtor is worth that amount. All right. If you sell it right, but we're going to give you 100. So is there
what if
more?
we need more than 100? What's the option for that then?
So we have a reseller page, and it's now the 100 goes for $297.
Okay.
If you want to have another 100, you have to invest the $297, as long as it's at that price. Now, I can't guarantee that we keep that price there, but at this stage, during our launch, we're offering it for $297. That's just for the reseller part. Then we kind of know, hey, if you want to sell this application and you want to go into this business, you need some material, right? So we've already built the websites for you, the contracts, the invoice, the what is it? The outreach email and the website. Okay.
So
it's
basically, just give us a business in a box.
A business in a box. The template for this, guys, is included in the Klick Tree app.
I didn't see that part before, but that's great.
We're building that, and we're building that out because we want to give people the opportunity to do more with the products, the ClickX suite that we've built in the future as well. The other thing is, you know, sometimes it's hard to find the right prompts in order to set your business up. And we've done this multiple times now, and also with our inner circle. So I'm going to give you guys also the ChatGPT prompts that will, for your specific market, whether you want to go into dentistry or orthodontics or, name any niche that you want to enter into, that you can set that up the right way. Okay. And you can actually set up the system the right way. So that's what I told you about the marketing kit. I actually went through a ChatGPT session with my inner circle. They all loved it. That's how the document came out. So I'm going to share that document with you as well. Okay. So the marketing pack, all done for you. You don't have to spend time on this, right? Speed is of the essence. You can just grab this and hit the ground running. Okay. There's some more testimonials for you. So during the launch, these are the values that we attribute to the products. These are not the prices, but the values. But we want to give you the opportunity, especially this group that is here today, with a bundle offer. So grab everything together where we are getting a reseller with 100 licenses. And we want to give that, or at least give that to you. We want to offer that to you for a price of $297, all included. All right. So what do you get? You get the pro version, the ultimate version. You get the 100 reseller and the marketing pack for a bundle. Okay. Now this is crazy. We're even adding a coupon of $50 to it. That means that you can actually grab this for $247, which is a steal. All right. But that's not all. That's not all. I'm going to give you some extra bonuses, and Patrick didn't know about that, but I'm going to give you some extra bonuses to this. I'm just going to quickly walk you through what those bonuses are, right? So you're going to get a complete workshop to go through this fast mobile lead conversion system, as I mentioned in this session.
Is that live workshop with you?
That's a live workshop, yeah. And it's going to be recorded, and that workshop is obviously also going to be able to be seen afterwards, because we can't continue to do this live. But we'll do one live workshop. It's scheduled somewhere in between 20 and 25th of June. So that's the first bonus. Second bonus is you're going to get commercial rights with not just Klick Tree, but all the other bonuses I'm going to show you, which is building QR codes, V-cards, calendar events, because if you're using this yourself, other people would want to do that as well. We 100%. Can see if you go to Fiverr, people are building sites for 250 plus a month per page, right? So you can do that for Klick Tree, but you can add some more services to that. You just ask, hey, do you just give them a Klick Tree page? No. I'm going to build a QR code. I'm going to build them the V-card. I'm going to build them calendar events. Mm-hmm. So the QR code module is included in your Klick Tree package. Okay, we're going to include that into your Klick Tree package. So you can actually build these QR codes and use these QR codes with analysis to see people that are using those codes. We're having a link tracker because it's very important to track, hey, is someone coming from a mobile or from a desktop, right? That's one. Or is it, we use these link trackers for Kimberly to see which areas people are coming from, right? It's like the cashier asking you, so can you give me your zip codes? And people can actually see what the shops, where people come from when they visit the shops. Absolutely. So we have these link trackers that you can do a lot of analysis on. We have an add to calendar event. If you have a local event that you want people to join, just add a button, create the event in Klick Tree itself, and it's actually on their phone. It asks them to reserve that in their calendar straight away. Okay, this is a powerful tool that will add to that. We're gonna get you inside of the members only Facebook group for Klick Tree if you get in there as an extra bonus. And what we'll do is we'll master, the whole Klick Tree app. Because if you are like, okay, hey, I want to build pages, or I want to have my assistant build pages, and I'm just going to outsource that. I want to know how that works, we'll do a special masterclass on how to master Klick Tree with all these blocks that you can use and why you should use those blocks in your local marketing. All right, so a total offer of about $8,000 for a price, you know, we could easily ask $1,000 for it, but you can get it for $247 if you apply the coupon code bundle 50. All right. So I can go to the Q&A, but I think that Patrick also has 3 other elements that we're offering you guys.
Yeah, Rod, if you want to just pop on real quick and show the page that you made for everybody for the other bonuses that we're giving away. If you're there. If not, I can see if I can find it here. Hold on. Let's see.
So if people are checking out, guys, I see.
Wait a minute. Rod, you there? Maybe he's not there. All right, hang on a minute. I'll have to find the page you made for me. Give me a second.
While you do that, I'm just going to put in the chat the link that people can use to check out. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Just click on that page link that he has right there. You see the link right there above yours, Dan?
Yeah, mine was crooked anyway.
So let me hang on a second.
There we go.
Oh, stop it. So any other questions you guys have? I mean, while I'm finding this for everybody, literally speaking, you know, you guys give Danny a heads up, 1's up, 10's up. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? This is just something that, can you see my screen?
I just shared the screen with clicking on the link. So
oh, you did? Okay, good.
Yeah, so people should be seeing this page.
There you go. You got it.
And this is the link that you can use, and then use bundle 50 to get the $50 discount. And then the bonuses here are the Facebook lead grabber. We've got the DigiCard, your own marketplace, and the video SEO mastery course that we're adding specifically for you guys.
All 3 of those bonuses are relevant to what we're doing today. You know, video, you know, cart, having the ability to put your carts in and your products, and then, you know, the Facebook mastery lead generation program. All 3 of these are very important to what we do each and every single day. So those are how are they going to get those bonuses, Danny? When they buy it, do they have to send you a support ticket with those 3
Yes.
titles in the email to you?
Yes, if they can send it to, I'll just put it in here.
Yeah, just send me a link.
Support at DannyDevries.com. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
One of the
just add your receipt, and then I can see that you guys came from Patrick.
One of the questions are the 5 custom domains for us or custom domains for each client?
So the 5 custom domains are for you, not necessarily for the reseller client. Okay, so they can get their custom domain, but because custom domain not only is a custom domain, but we also provide the SSL certificate for it, there is a bit of a cost for us. So those 5 domains are for you personally, right?
Yeah.
And then where is the buy link? think it's in here, right?
Right there.
That's this one.
It's in the chat as well, guys. Hopefully it works.
Let me see. Yeah. So when you use that link, which is this link, right? And you put it in your browser, you come to this page, and then here is where you can check out for the $297. Again, we haven't made it public. The $50. Well, here it is. The bundle 50, right? So make sure you copy this code. You go to the checkout, and then put that code in here. Let me see where it ends in. Here in the coupon code. Okay.
Right.
So the bundle 50. Apply. And then
And
you
it
can
works.
see that the price just went down, right? So don't forget to put the coupon code in here, right? Just click apply. I also get a lot of support tickets. Hey, I didn't get the.
Oh, we're doing these live webinars all the time, and we're doing it, and they put the bundle in, and it's not there. Then they have to go back and fix it, and
Yeah,
just kind of hanging out, making sure that everything works. So that's awesome that it works. All right, man, Danny, this is awesome.
And then the other thing I want you guys to be reminded of is that you are being referred by the ranking store. Okay, so make sure you see this code right here when you go through the checkout, because this is just specifically for you guys, for your group.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. I mean, Danny, this is awesome, dude. I mean, I can't tell you how much money we're going to make and how much money you're going to save me for not having to build out what you've already spent, multiple 5 figures of creating, this platform. And, Gary and I had started down this road. We had the basic V card builder made, and it was like, what buttons do you, I'm like, good golly, I don't want to, cheesy Pete. Every time you do something, it's another ching ching and ching ching. And, so, we kind of abandoned that the other day when we were looking at, what you had already built here. So we're excited about it. The JV page says Klick Tree bundle with 20 reseller license. The JV page, that's what Sonny just put in there. What does that mean?
I don't know, but Sonny, make sure we will make sure you get 100 licenses, not the 20. So during the launch, we offered 20 licenses and 100, but we're offering the package with 100, right? So I'll double check that. I don't know where you've seen it, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, thanks. Cool. All right, so other than 3 of us that are part of my group, there's 18 other people. I would suspect, how many, guys, give me a 1 if you're going to pick this up. I mean, literally, give me a 1. I mean, this is above everything else that we've seen and above all the shit that comes out from all these other jackasses that are promoting crap out there, right? And we get it every day. Your inbox is filled with this crap, right? I mean, when Danny and Kimberly put something together, and I've known them for years, they've not known us for a long time, but we bought their stuff. We follow them for a long time. You got to know that when Danny, I'm gonna say this in a nice way, but when Kimberly does something, she does it.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're just kind of supporting some of the stuff that her brain thinks of, because she's brilliant.
Right.
I mean, I've seen the stuff, that you guys have built and done in the past. And, we picked some of your products up, and they always work. They're always supported. You guys are always great. You always over deliver with really, really awesome quality stuff that we can literally use every single day, right now in our business. Right.
Right.
And, if you guys don't pick this up, I know for a fact, if you just think about it for a second, okay, you got to see my expression. Okay. The simple fact is, I know what they've been through to do this, only because we've done this in research, and it's insane. And the simplicity that they made, and the fact that they've created this in such a way that makes it so simple there's not a single one of your customers, because most all of us on here, would agree that we deal with clients. We deal with the local businesses. And I'm just thinking to myself, we're dealing with a lot of dentists coming up, right? And when we can build these V cards and this whole system out for the dentist to add to their push notifications when people are, registering, and then they send out their simple SMS messages. And if they send their SMS messages out with a custom designed mobile app like this attached to it, to link them back to their dentistry, back to their business, the plumber back to their business. Danny, this is, for me, as I think about the value of how we can use this, there's no reason why every single one of your customers that you have out there, you can't build one of these with the reseller license and make it cheap enough so that they can't afford not to buy it. Right?
What I would suggest, Patrick, is it's not, it's not the cheap price, guys, that will make you a lot of money. It's to show them the value that they can actually achieve. Now, I can honestly, and I'm contemplating to get out of this the launching SaaS business, because what we are going to do next after we've launched this app, we're going to use this app and take it to the real estate market, right? Because it makes no sense for us not to, right? So,
well, there's no question, and Danny, I'll just give you another aspect of what I'm thinking about as well, right? And that is, when you take this app to the real estate market, we work with a company that not only has the real estate market, but they own the mortgage company. So you can tie in all the mortgage lenders with all the realtors with this in a very simple process. And now you've got a double bubble for the whole thing. Right.
Yeah. And we want people to do this for other industries as well, because it's a huge opportunity.
Oh, I've already gone down that road. Everybody in here, there's no reason why you shouldn't buy it. None whatsoever. Right. For this price, what we can do with it for lead generation, for the mobile app, and everybody's on mobile anyway. So you're exactly right. You go to some of these sites, forgetting the real estate, but you go to the dentist site on a mobile phone, and it looks like a piece of dog do.
Oh, yeah.
You go to the plumber, it's just crap. This is beautiful. This is awesome. Okay, so the question is, the 5 custom domains for us to use, can we offer domains we create for the client rather than having the generic Klick Tree domain?
Now, let me see if I can understand what the question is. Can we
offer domains we create for the client rather than having the generic Klick Tree domain? Is that for the reseller?
So here's the thing: when you do a reseller, now you can create. There are 2 ways, right? So you can create a page on your account, and on your account you have at least 5 custom domains. Okay. So if you want to use another custom domain for that page, yes, you can do that. On doing a reseller, they get their own account, so they need to add their a custom domain to their account, right? So that's the difference between the 5 custom domains that you have and a seller of the application has. Now, if you are doing all the work, right? If you're setting up the account, adding the domain, adding the content, etc., of course you can charge for all of that. You can use a custom domain for that, right? If you want to allocate one of your 5 custom domains to your reseller clients, I'm fine with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Cool. All right. Well, I know that you're busy. You've got a launch coming up. Everybody that's going to pick this up today with us with these extra bonuses attached to it, give me a 1 in the chat. So Danny knows how many people that he can expect emails from in terms of the bonuses. Sonny's in, Rick's in. Let's see who else. We gotta have more than 2 or 3 people. Oscar. Okay. What if I need more custom you can buy, you mean internal custom domains other than the 5? Is that what you're asking, Oscar? Yes.
We haven't thought about that yet, but get to your 5 custom domains and just hit me up if you need more domains. We won't rip you off on it. Okay. It's just so that we can recoup the SSL cost that we add to it, because we want to make it very simple so that, you know, your custom domains are SSL secured, because it's still run through our servers. So if you want to have my email again, I put it in before, especially when you want to have the bonuses. It's support@DannyDevries.com. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Brian, you want to watch the replay because you got to understand the whole strategy behind it.
I'll have the replay out probably in the next hour or two for everybody. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Well, Danny, I appreciate it. Good luck. I don't think you're going to need a whole lot of luck on the launch. This is amazing. I can't tell you how much I'm excited about it, for how we're going to be implementing it in the near future. So came at a very, very good time. And I want to thank you for allowing us to have you here today to pre-launch this and share it with us before the masses get to see it. So have a great day, be blessed, and we're going to be excited to work with you on it.
Awesome. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for those who have bought it just that early, and I'm happy to work with your clients, Patrick, and hope I can get them some results.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you, guys.
All right.